Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back, Cherry Blossom family, to What the Hemp Wednesday. I'm Derek. This is Cherry Blossom CBD, and we are bringing you some hemp news from around the country and around the world. Today, we're really talking about some of the legal side of hemp. A lot of companies out there have been merging in the last year or so, making partnerships. And today is kind of some stories about how those partnerships have developed over the last year or so. The MedMen co-founders, two gentlemen by the name of Adam Byerman and Andrew Modlin, they are suing one of their partners that they joined with sometime last year. So the co-founders of the Coastal Holding Company claim that the retail dispensary chain conspired to dump the company in a liquidation sale. So they're taking them to court. In June of 2020, Byerman and Modlin joined the Coastal as investors and part owners through their LMAJ law firm. LMAJ firm, The lawsuit claims that Byerman and Modlin claim to have rights to approve a $56.2 million sale, while the co-owners of Coastal say that the former MedMen executives arranged the sale, and Byerman has repeatedly expressed concern that Coastal will not survive without an immediate capital injection. That sounds like Coastal's in trouble. All right. The duo maintains that the partnership in the company, which owns 8 dispensary licenses throughout California, after a $3.7 million investment in the court filing, the 5 defendants claim that Coastal's proposed sale and disputed $1 million bridge loan were necessary to keep the business afloat and to pay an Internal Revenue Service debt of $640,000. The sale was unanimously approved by Coastal board, but the defendants claim that Byerman failed to field a backup offer that he preferred over the $56.2 million deal with Coastal co-founders, and described as far inferior to the current offer and not in the interest of the company. Since the defendants, therefore Coastal, rejected Byerman's offer of support, the plaintiff has taken every practice and maneuver that he can think of to prevent the offer from reaching a successful conclusion. This is what Coastal is saying. So we'll see how that works out as we move forward. And next, in the Who Sues Who news, Canadian cannabis producer Sundial Growers has been cleared of wrongdoing in a lawsuit from angry investors, saying that the company misled them about plans to export hemp into the European Union, and hemp and CBDs into the European Union. As we know, hemp and CBD are different things. One comes from the other. They're not that exactly. One is the other, is what I'm saying. So Sundial Growers, they're out of Calgary, Alberta, was accused of being dishonest when it said it was requiring a UK company that could almost immediately start exporting hemp and CBD products throughout the European Union. The plan was beset with delays. Sundial sold the UK company, Bridge Farm, in 2020, and a group of investors sued Sundial in New York seeking more than $7 million. A federal judge dismissed the case sometime last week, saying that Sundial's discussions about exporting hemp and CBD into the European Union were accompanied by meaningful cautionary language, and that Sundial is not responsible for the investors' losses. Read your paperwork, ladies and gentlemen. Read your paperwork. Okay, and like celebrity hemp news, Clint Eastwood wins $6.1 million against firms' false claims that he endorsed CBD products. Man, the rich get richer, it seems like, doesn't it? So Clint Eastwood, the famous actor, as we all know, from God knows how many movies he's made over the course of his life, most recently, Cry Macho, has been awarded $6.1 million from a company that has falsely claimed that Eastwood has supported its CBD products. Eastwood and Garrapatta, the company that owns the rights to his likeness, filed 2 lawsuits in Los Angeles federal court last year against three CBD manufacturers that claimed that the actor had endorsed their products. Mediatonus UAB, a company that owns the websites that published a fake interview resembling the Today Show on NBC. Mediatonus UAB allegedly used a photo of Eastwood from an actual appearance on the show, with links directing consumers to purchase said CBD products. Eastwood has claimed he has no connection with the products, and a judge declined to award damages for defamation charges, saying that the language used to promote Eastwood as an endorser of the CBD products was not libelous on its face. In a separate lawsuit filed in January, Eastwood accused online retailers of hiding his name in metadata tags to draw online traffic to their stores. So Clint Eastwood came up $6.1 million. That's awesome. And lastly, a consumer has sued an Oregon CBD label over a tragic mix-up. CBD company in Oregon has spawned a lawsuit by a consumer who has unintentionally gotten high from THC from one of its tinctures. How does this happen? Well, it was like a mix-up, apparently. According to the Oregonian, the state marijuana legislators learned that Select, which does business as Cura Cannabis and is owned by multi-state operator Curaleaf, apparently mixed up bottles of tincture during the labeling process. That led to tinctures with high levels of THC and people being dosed with THC with bottles that are deemed mislabeled as CBD. Curaleaf said the mix-up was simple human error at its manufacturing plant, and the Oregon Liquor and Cannabis Commission on September 21st ordered a recall for at least 630 bottles of tincture, but it's unclear what penalties the company might face. So how many of those bottles have been consumed already? We don't know. So probably some just might be out there just waiting to be consumed. But if you have bought any Select or Cura Cannabis tincture, please check that you've got the right type of product, because you don't want, if your intention is not to be high on THC, then you might want to check and see what you got and maybe make contact with the company. So that's it for today. Kept it kind of simple. Just a little legislative news, legal news, not legislative, but we will be back this Friday with Talking Terpenes. We're going to be wrapping that series up pretty soon. So that's going to be about 4, maybe 5 more terpenes left. And then we're going to start going back into some really, really cool interviews as we progress into 2022. Please be on the lookout for some changes from us. We've been kind of planning, God, that sounds crazy, lazy, but planning all year, trying to figure out how these changes are going to go. COVID has sent us into a tailspin in some ways, just like everyone else. That's not a complaint. That's just a reality. But either way, keep on the lookout for some new and exciting things from us, some changes, some different products and such like that. So that's it for us today. Thank you. And thank you for paying attention. Thank you for listening. And if you're forwarding this to anyone, please, thank you very much. Forward to Clint Eastwood if you want, right? So, as always, like, subscribe, share, and put your comments in our comment section if you have any. So, thank you very much and have a great day.